First questions from Alanna Rizzo. Go ahead.
Hi, Dave. Clayton had said that the plan all along coming into that inning was to have him face the first two batters and then have him come out. Why was that the plan for you guys tonight?
We felt that, he was at the end and he just had enough to get two hitters to go to Dustin at Margot. And so, we talked about it and he executed, he held up his part of the deal and got the two hitters. And we didn't say how many pitches. We said two hitters. And that was what we agreed upon. And at that point in time, I felt that I wanted to take the baseball from him. And, he just grinded. He willed himself to that point. And I will say it wasn't his best stuff, but he found a way to get outs, and I give him all the credit.
It looked like Justin was trying to rally for him to stay in there. Was that the conversation, or were you guys talking about something else?
Oh, it was Justin trying to lobby to keep him in the game. Yeah, you heard it. You saw it right.
To be able to come out and get the job done tonight, how much do you think you needed this one after last night?
Yeah, well, going into this one 2-2 to get a win was huge. Any way we could get it. And started with Clayton and Austin tonight. They both did a great job. Getting a lead early, the Corey base hit to start us off was huge. Tack on some runs. And, the guys in the bullpen, it was just fun to watch tonight. Watching Dustin, Victor, and Blake, it just really came up big tonight.
You mentioned the bullpen. Why bring in Gonzalez when you did?
Yeah, I just felt that, for me, it was kind of 2 innings. If Dustin can give us 2 innings, parts of 2 innings, whatever it is, that would be enough. I thought he's throwing the baseball well. And, at the top of that order where you get Choi coming, and I just felt that for them to either take on Victor or to make a 3-player move to get a matchup, it's worth it. I like Victor spinning the baseball against a Rosarena. So I just liked the matchup, and Victor performed.
Finally tonight, how surprised were you when Margot tried to steal home?
Yeah, I was surprised. We were all surprised. We don't see that, very often at all. I haven't seen it all with a savvy player like Clayton, obviously left-handed pitcher with his back to the runner, but, Kiermaier left on left. I could see it, but Clayton just really heads up and made a good play, and also with a great tag.
Next question is from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Dave, how difficult is it to stay the course? When you hear the crowd, you hear Justin lobbying, Clayton obviously doesn't want to come out of the game. How difficult is it to stay the course there?
I wouldn't say it's difficult. I just understand that, fans, players get caught up in emotion. And I'm emotional, but I still have to have clarity on things, on making decisions, because ultimately my job is help the Dodgers win the World Series. So, I can't get caught up in, fans' reactions with a decision I make, because I think that the decision ended up working out. So, yeah.
It looked like you had a conversation with May on the field before the game. Was that about tonight?
Yeah, I just kind of talked to him and just kind of, gave him a heads up that he was going to play a big role in tonight, and just kind of making sure that, and knowing already that he was in a good headspace. But yeah, we had a little chat. It was good.
What are the next 44, 45 hours going to be like for you?
Hopefully, Tony's going to start game 6, and just kind of think through, our guys and what they're going to do to us, and a little bit take tomorrow and relax in the bubble.
Next question is from Ken Gurnick. Go ahead.
Dave, in the 9th, you went with Treinen, not Kenley. Can you talk about what went into that?
They're both great choices. I just felt that, Margot, I like Blake right there, gave up a grounder, and the lefties, and then another righty in Adames. I just felt that, we've leaned on Kenley. We haven't done 3 in a row. I don't know, in quite some time, where we've done 3 in a row with Blake. I just liked it right there. But Kenley is, he's high leverage, and they're both unbelievable guys in high leverage.
Thanks.
Next question's from Dylan Hernandez. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I just had my hand up.
Next question's from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
When did you tell Clayton about this plan? Before the game or before the 6th inning, or when?
No, it was right before the 6th inning, because after he came down after the 5th, I just wanted to kind of, gauge where he was at, how he's feeling. And that was our conversation.
But you had that target in mind before that?
Well, I mean, if you look at his starts or any starter for the most part, you're talking 21 to 24 hitters. That's kind of where guys are at, 20 to 24. So you kind of have an idea where guys are going to be, and then you kind of layer on how they're throwing the baseball. So I had an idea, and then after that 15, I just want to kind of gauge where he was at.
And Clayton isn't always the first guy on board with a plan like that. How did he react?
He was very supportive, and he understood, and he just wants to win. And I think that I've built up enough trust equity that, we can have a conversation. That's best for the Dodgers.
Next question is from Tim Brown. Go ahead.
David, over the past 5 falls, you spent an awful lot of October nights on the mound talking to Clayton. The two of you deciding which one of you was going to leave at times. Have you worked up like buzzwords or a way to approach that conversation that works better than most over these years?
Tim, I just think it's just, our relationship again, this has been 5 years. So we've been through a lot together, and I trust him. I know he trusts me, and we just have good conversations and just honest, how he's feeling. So right there, I thought he pitched a heck of a game, and, to go out there and get 2 more hitters, we felt that would be good enough. And then, at that point in time, once he did that, I felt it was time to take the baseball, and I think he felt good about it.
Next question is from Stephanie Apstein. Go ahead.
To take you to the conversation you had with him afterward, what did you say to him either as he was coming off the mound or when he got to the dugout or after the game? What did you say to him?
No, I just told him I love the way he competes, and that's it, and just finish the game cheering on your teammates. But it was a gutty performance because, again, I don't think he was his best stuff, and he still found a way to go 5+ and give us a chance to win a baseball game.
Next question is from Alden Gonzalez. Go ahead.
Hey, this might feel like a weird question, but did you miss being booed?
Did I miss it? No, I don't think that ever feels good. But I think that, I think my job is to help the Dodgers win the World Series. So hopefully I didn't get a chance to see the boos turn to cheers, but that's okay. It's passion. The fans have passion. That's good.
Next question is from Jack Harris. Go ahead.
Dave, when you look at Jock's season, how difficult were things for him going back to the trade in February and the struggles he had? And did you see this kind of postseason coming from him?
You'd never know what to expect from a player in the postseason, but I think that if you look at Jock's postseason track record, he always performs, and he's just laser focused like a lot of our guys. So believe me, I couldn't be happier that he remained a Dodger.
Next question is from Tyler Kepner. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dave, even though he maybe wasn't too sharp tonight, Clayton has had a terrific postseason, maybe his best overall. How much of that do you think is, from you guys not overextending him on short rests, not asking him to pitch in the bullpen, and just getting the best out of him?
To his credit, he will do whatever we ask. And I just don't know many pitchers that would do that, and but in this situation, in this case, we've used him kind of more conventional, and he's responded really well. So we're just very lucky to have him, and I couldn't be happier that the postseason he's had mirrors who he is as a pitcher. He deserves it, and it's great.
Next question is from Joel Sherman. Go ahead, Joel.
Dave, can you just clarify, did Jansen not pitch tonight because of workload the past 2 days or performance? And if you have a close game in the 9th inning on Tuesday night, who's pitching the 9th inning?
Joel, it's more of, I just see a lot of our guys, Kenley and Blake in particular, high leverage and whatever that means. I think conventionally it's closing. But I think that we're just kind of peeling back a layer on that. Kenley went 2 in a row. Blake went 2 in a row. I just know that we've done Blake 3 in a row more times than not. And so to feel that he can bounce back that third day is an easier bet for me. And Kenley, I thought threw the ball well yesterday, just was unlucky. So, come game 6, Kenley will be ready to pitch in high leverage.
Next question's from Jim. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dave. Ever since you've got here, you've said the same thing a lot, that it's about winning that night's game, winning a ball game today. Establishing that sort of philosophy in the clubhouse, does that make it easier for guys to get past what happened last night and turn the page and succeed tonight?
You know what? It's interesting. I think it's kind of, it makes it easier, but it's not easy to do. I think that past successes or failures, things looking out, sort of bleed into kind of a player's psyche and a team psyche. But that is a message that we believe in. And so now when you can kind of drown out all that other stuff, past and present, or past and future, it does make it easier to focus on that night's ball game. And tonight there was 28 players collectively focused on winning tonight, and we got it done.
Next question's from Claudia Gestro. Go ahead.
Dave, I know you guys think about game by game, but how important is to put the next one away quickly and avoid a game 7?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone's thinking about game 7. We're going to kind of enjoy tomorrow as an off day, get guys rested, and focus on game 6. Gonson's going to start, and we expect to win. And that's all we're thinking about.
Next question's from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Dave, did you guys consider going with Walker Buehler on short rest?
We did not.
I got time for one more. Go ahead, Cary.
Dave, you guys got things jump started in the first inning, and it was base running is a big reason for that. How much of that was Corey Seager? How much of that was intel on Zunino and Glasnow?
It's probably a combo. I think that it's been good this postseason as far as our aggressiveness. We've been making, we've been aggressive on the bases the right way, putting pressure on the pitcher, the catcher. And Glasnow typically, isn't too quick to the plate. So to exploit that a little bit, Zunino actually throws pretty well, but we believe on running on the pitcher. So Corey, just Mookie, just all throughout this entire postseason, we've done a nice job of that.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.